Brando the Fish.
Hello, I'm Brando the Fish, and today we're going to be looking at the 2010 Droid Tri-Fighter set. I love this era of LEGO Star Wars. I was lucky enough to score the set, the instructions, the box recently, and yeah, figure we'd just check it out. 2008 to 2014, I think, is one of the best eras for LEGO Star Wars. Really just because everything's so sturdy and usually and like big and huge pieces, it's not just a high part count, but it's also just like a lot of play features. The like building techniques are really well done. There's a lot of like sort of technic elements, like with the torrent fighter and that kind of thing. Major bummer that it doesn't come with like, Joe Yowza or Snice Snoodles or Dexter Jetster. That'd be pretty sick. You just stuff them into here. I think that this is probably the best one. All three are very similar, but I do think that this is the most screen accurate one out of all of them. They're all very good. They're all very high quality, very accurate, I would say. Some details aren't quite the same as like what's in some video games, like Battlefront 2. I remember flying this thing around, just being like, blown apart and blasted away by auto gun turrets on all the Republic ships and that kind of thing. If you were evasive enough, you could get a lot of kills. But no, it's great. I love that you can adjust the lasers, all the usage of translucent red on the front bits, the dark blue shaping. It does a good job of a mixture of tiles and plates, and probably couldn't even tell that it was Lego eggplants. No! Oh no! The original Lego Star Wars fell over. It was a platinum hit. Actually, that fell over because it's so heavy, because it's platinum. No, it's a really cool set for them to do, and I'm glad there's multiple versions. Granted, I don't know what LEGO is doing because the rocket droids don't actually really ever team up with the Tri-Fighter because it's its own droid brain thing. They are in the Clone Wars episode where like Plo Koon has to, I don't know, run from the feds or something, or like he has like a DUI.
What's a Jedi doing out here?
And so these guys are part of a different ship that they can actually get in. It's those like latch-on landing ship. Here, I'll insert right here what they're called. They're called the
Droid class boarding ship.
Time to put the squeeze on them.
There you go. But no, and so so they're part of those. LEGO could go back, I think, and look at like the Clone Wars again, and there's a bunch of ships that they could make as sets that I think would be super cool. Mainly maybe like the Asajj Ventress, like her ship would be super cool. Like that big, it could be like a big vinyl part and it folds. So that'd be sweet. Yeah, these guys, I guess LEGO had to think of like, I don't know, some type of thing other than a buzz droid to put into this set. And yeah, totally. And now in terms of rare parts or like set exclusive parts, there ain't a lot going on here, guys. Truth be told, I don't know if other than the cockpit, sort of windscreen brain bit here that's printed and these stickered parts, I don't think anything's really exclusive to this set. And yeah, also in terms of the weaponry, the flick fire missiles, let's see here, is there a good angle? I never liked the flick fire missiles that much because you sort of had to get the back of your nail. You had to go like that to really get it. So like, ow. I mean, I guess it does fly pretty well. Yeah, and they go like, what was it in Revenge of the Sith? They're like, I want you to be mine again, baby. Oops, well, yeah, and then it blew itself up, which I'm sure happened a few times throughout the Clone Wars. The Droid Tri-Fighter is super deadly. It's known to have killed at least a few clones, probably more. I think LEGO did a really good job with the curvature of this set. You get stickered parts. Everyone always complains about stickered parts nowadays. But honestly, I think even back then there was a ton of sets that did that. At least the cockpit's printed. I think anytime there's a translucent cockpit, and it's not printed, like there's stickers, that's just silly. It's dumb. I don't want to put stickers on that big of a curvy part, you know? These droids are armed with, like, you know, missiles and stuff, and torpedoes and midi-chlorian launchers or whatever. Yeah, you get 2 flick-fire missiles, which is super cool. You know, you use these sort of bionicle Technic pieces, or they did for the eyes, which I think is cool. Really, from any angle, this thing is just sweet. That's the fun part about this ship is, you know, it's in space, so it doesn't really have to obey, like, you know, I feel like a lot of ships look kind of like of course, like a World War II plane, which, you know, I get the inspiration, but yeah, what, Doug Chiang, is it? Did all sorts of concept art and all the other artists for, like, Clone Wars in Episode 3. I think they did a great job with all the Separatists and CIS, like, ships and, you know, droids and everything. They just look fantastic. Yeah, you know, you can, you know, it tends to stay in place. I mean, these sort of Dr. Octopus arms, that part right there, can kind of, well, yeah, usually it stays in place, it locks in pretty well. It's really the middle bit can get pushed in a little bit, but I don't think it's a big deal, guys. Okay, so I don't have the Buzz droid from the, like, 2014 set, but I do have the one from the 2005 set. Oh, look at him, isn't he cool? The neon, you know, orange eyes, the actual buzzsaw piece. These printed parts are really cool too. And now the funny part is, in lore, this right here is a droid brain. You know, so they could have built some sort of brain, you know, mechanism in there. But with the 2005 set, you could stick a Buzz droid in. Same thing with the 2014 set. I guess with the 2010 set, you're just supposed to sort of take your battle droids, and I guess stuff them in. You know, you sort of just, oh jeez, you sort of kill them. You know, which is easy to do. Battle droids, very easy to kill. You just sort of stuff them in. I think, you know, like kids are supposed to play around like the droids, the pilot, which isn't quite right. And they just sort of, I don't know, I didn't put them in there that great. It just sort of flops around in there, so I never really bothered doing all that. I think it looks cool without them being in it. Minifigure time, let's go! Yeah, so this is great, you know, they look fantastic. I love that you get the commander there, which is super cool with the yellow painted dot and head. They didn't have to do that, it could have just been the, you know, the normal dudes. And yeah, you know, you get the pretty standard blaster. You know, do I like the old school, like, sort of cone, like, Lego Star Wars video game one? Yeah, that one's cool. And is it nice to get variety sometimes, like the rifles and the pistols? Yeah, sure, but honestly, I think it's fine. But yeah, the fact that you get 3 of them, I think is a pretty good deal. I know it was a long time ago in a, I don't know, Toys R Us, far, far away.
The memory is fading.
I think they look really nice, you know, next to the sort of Geonosis battle droid. And yeah, no, it's a great shade. You know, I mean, of course, I love the classic battle droid too. Hey guys, what are you doing? A bunch of stiffs. Height-wise, you know, pretty standard. You know, Magna Guard's gonna be a little bit, you know, Magna Guard's gonna be a little bit taller. And yeah, you know, like the coloration there is really cool. You know, those legs in that color don't look far off from you know, love to have a good battle droid army. It's a good addition, you know, if you want to add them to, you know, like all the sort of different variants, which there really isn't a lot of variants of battle droid. You know, there's different types of CIS separatist minifigs, like the super battle droid, you know, you got the, you know, you got the commando droid and all that, you got those dudes. But, no, honestly, I think they are a great addition if you want to just have a few of them and, you know, mostly, you know, the normal battle droid. Yeah, no, they're super cool. Box art review time, whoa! Okay, so I love the box art design for this. I love that you get to see Coruscant back there and the explosion. It's all very dynamic. I guess this Tri-Fighter was really far away from whatever the battle was. And so not a lot of other ships back there, but that's okay. What's cool is that you get these blast effects there. You get this sort of sci-fi angular edge around the whole portion, or this portion here. So that's super cool. You get the 3 clones. They're just like, you know, ready to die, boys. You know, the Republic.
And that's why we have the regulation not to go outside.
But no, they look super cool. Yeah, the jetpack effect, I don't know if that's accurate, but whatever, who cares? Yeah, you get the missile coming in. And yeah, I love this era of Lego Star Wars box art because you get this sort of dark red and, you know, the white and gray. And yeah, it almost, I guess, I don't know if this is intentional, probably. It looks like clone armor. Do not aim at eyes or face. Okay, so you can ignore that if you want to shoot it at people. Just make sure that they're not 0 to 3 years old. Okay, oh yeah, back of the box, there's the lack of the Droid Tri-Fighter brain, but that's okay. You load in your battle droid, and you know, you're good to go. They kind of just sort of bounce around. Yeah, look at them. They're just sort of in a white void there. I don't know where that is. Maybe it's the mist planet. Oh wait, actually no, there's kind of lights in the background. Oh, okay, so maybe it's the hangar bay. It doesn't really look like the droid hangar bay, like a separatist ship. Maybe they time traveled and now they're gonna go kill the Empire.
Oh my god!
You know, so that's pretty cool. And of course, you get the Arc 170 there. You get the really, really cool set, which I might actually get and review at some point. The was it the TIE Defender? And yeah, so that's cool. I'm glad it's not blue like the really old TIE Fighter sets. Not that it would be, but yeah, no, that looks really cool. You get this sort of Anakin ice planet. Crap, I forget what the alien in the planet's called. I remember the episode. And you know, all the play features like the flick fire missiles that hurt to flick. And then there's this part here. So they are, wait, let's make sure that's in focus. They are kind of to scale. It's weird that they sort of round their head off around the box. It might just be how mine's printed, but that's the actual size. No lying here at Lego. But yeah, it's super cool and glad to get it in good condition. And yeah, there's the box. I'll give it 8 out of 10. Yeah, really cool. Not the best box. Certainly way, like a million miles away from being the worst box. It looks awesome.
Okay, so, yeah, so this speed build, is, you know, not the smoothest thing, I'll admit. The build itself was pretty fun, pretty cool. The funny part is that the, instructions have changed over the years, and not for the better. The covers nowadays, it's just like a white void, but, yeah, well, whatever. Thanks, Lego. Yeah, you know, we're building away. You know, there's like parts and stuff. But no, the symmetrical nature of the build is pretty fun. It's just repetitive, you know. I contemplated editing this to be just like doing the second half. But yeah, no, it's cool. There's you know, good part selection. You know, we have cones, or not cones, but like cylinder pieces and the kind of film camera part. Good amount of tiles and Technic elements. You know, you gotta keep your stuff sturdy, is the thing. So I'm just sort of rambling. But yeah. So build's going well. You build that bit 3 times. The laser cannons. You know, the remember people that you could spin that like a fan and keep yourself cool. And yeah, it's pretty nice. But no, remember to get the all the parts matching up the same way, all 3 segments, because there's all the stickered pieces, and it was kind of a pain in the ass to get it all sorted out properly, or it all matches up. But, you know, it worked out. You know, you got the printed elements. Now, I forgot a few parts for the build, so there's a few segments where I'm actually searching for the pieces that were attached to because I took apart the set and then built it and filmed it. So, you know, most of them are there, but I think there's like 2 pieces missing. Oh, there you go, Boba Fett for comparison. Original Boba Fett, good figure. Definitely not the missile launching rare one. I'm not a millionaire. And yeah, you know, that thing kind of looks like the Ultimaro's Q. Shout out, look up Ultimaro's on YouTube. Oh, the eyeball. Don't get your eye blasted by the missile launchers. I don't know if anyone's shooting a flick fire missile at someone's eye. That's crazy. That kind of looks like a different ship, doesn't it? Without the front bit attached. Or just like a ball with 3 struts. That was kind of cool. It looked like a different separatist ship. But no, the build's pretty straightforward. The only things I can think of that are a little troublesome, a little tricksy are the clicky, like Dr. Octopus arm pieces near the beginning. And just clicking those into place and getting it all lined up properly. But the instructions are fairly straightforward. There's nothing too tricksy. The cone bit on the front with the sort of rods, you know, staff part worked out okay. But yeah, you know, it's cool. It's beautiful, you know. I totally didn't lose any pieces. But yeah, it you know, instructions were pretty straightforward. You know, I like that era of the instructions where it's just sort of light gray, and you have all the ads in them. Oh, but yeah, I think I had a support part on there, yeah. But no, it you know, they were fun. Everything's highlighted pretty well. Very fairly straightforward build. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Lot of fun to do. Those flappy parts, like the wheel cover kind of piece can come off here and there, so just be careful, keep track of those. Again, nothing too crazy rare in this set. You know, the blocky bit behind the kind of brain cockpit bit looks pretty nice. And yeah, here we go. Normal speed, like, you know, pew, 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 pew. It's a spaceship from Star Wars. Yeah, it's sweet. You know, this is a very professional setup what I'm doing here. But yeah, but look, so you got all your pieces. You know, you have all the different nations that fight over having the set in stores. Yeah, Rocket Trooper goes right into there. Yeah, again, not quite accurate. Oh, look at the ad. It's so pretty. There's a new ARC 170 out and about, and I don't know if it's as good, but you can modify it to look about as nice. Oh, look at that. Them battling it out. It's funny. The color almost makes it look like the 2005 variant. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Look at, oh, glorious era. Hoth sets number 10 million. Oh, the anniversary sets. Goated. You know, super gas. Ultra gas. Oh, yeah. You got what was on the box at the front. You know, it's nice that you can see those a little bit better. Oh, in the battle, the Y-Wings and the Venators, and they look better in that photo than the actual original set looks. And there's Palpatine telling Ahsoka, you need to wear a shirt or something. What the hell? You're like 14. and then, oh, that Endor set's so cool. Battle of Endor is actually, I think, one of the top 10 Lego Star Wars sets. Oh, yeah, Lego Club. You got, like, Exo Force. Oh, it's so good. What was that, Mars mission? And the Screaming Kid. Give me Legos. Little Denmark boy.
Oh my god, how did I forget that part? I just...
Brandon, idiot you are. Sick of this review I am. Yapper you are. Get to the point you must. Niche reviews, silly they are. Get millions of views you will with nuclear warfare. Get 40 million views you will. Clickbait.
Yoda, I'm trying to make a video here, okay? If you like, go Yoda death noise somewhere, I don't know.
Trying to find my way to the Jedi Temple. Wait, dead they all are, the Jedi. High as balls I am.
Go away, shoo.
Go to New York, I must. Find my t-shirt, I will.
Shoo, away, goblin. Okay, so overall, the Droid Tri-Fighter set, I think, is an absolute win. It's super duper awesome. I love it, honestly. The build was a bit repetitive, of course, being, the nature of the build and all that. I think it's one of the best deals you could get in terms of older Clone Wars Lego Star Wars sets. I mean, it's very fun to play with and set up just as a display. The build was a little tricksy at times and a tad bit repetitive, but that's all right. It's not a huge set. It's not like you're building the Barad-dûr or the Eiffel Tower or I don't know, whatever giant set there is. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. All in all, I think I'll give the accuracy, playability, maybe like another 8 or 9 out of 10. Maybe I should do studs. Yeah, I give it. Is it 10 in the bar? Yeah. Okay. So 8 out of 10 studs. Minifigure selection. Maybe 7 out of 10, just because it could have used maybe its own Buzz Droid, or it'd be cool if there was like some Jet Trooper clone or something. But still, really, really fun. And overall, yeah. Great execution, accuracy, maybe 8 out of 10 as well. Yeah, overall a great set. Yeah, and I think definitely worthwhile for getting for any of your collections, unless you don't like Lego Star Wars. In which case, you don't have to get it. It's just that simple. But yeah, no, a lot of fun. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I love Legos, and I love Star Wars stuff. And stay tuned for more builds and more. There'll be videos. There'll be reviews of old and new sets, and there'll be all sorts of stuff coming. I'm super excited. Yeah, and there's going to be retrospective theme videos and more, like if you like Lego Star Wars stuff or other themes like Atlantis and Rock Raiders and Monster Fighters and all that fun stuff. And there'll be videos showcasing builds, conventions. Yes, we'll go to conventions and I'll showcase all my fun builds, and it's gonna be super fun. And so yeah, stay tuned. Oh, and feel free to support my Patreon that I don't know if it has any members yet. And feel free to support my comic book, which issue 1's out now, volume 1's out soon enough. And so you can go to Global Comics. There'll be a link somewhere. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yes, Star Wars, Yub Nub. Your proper Clone Wars. Yeah. Good times. Bye-bye.
I'm no Jedi.